Marisa, tell me about this series of drawings here.
Well, this series of drawings started out as an installation in Philadelphia. It was called Anthropology of a Girl. And from then, I've been adding on and adding on and on. Some pieces have left, some pieces have come back. And so it's still growing, so it's kind of like growing as we go. It originally started as a mix of ideas and memories and perceptions that I remember being a little girl and things that I remember from that. So that's where the title came from, Anthropology of a Girl. So there are things that I've, either ideas that I've had specifically, pictures that I found, or just ideas that I remember from childhood and stories that people have told me too, other women. So that's where that kind of idea came from.
Tell me about the story about the day you were sitting on the corner of the swimming pool.
Oh, this is the Springs.
The Springs.
Yeah, this was actually, you know how you remember things in pieces. So that's why I like to have a cropped perspective, meaning things are going off the page. Not everything's always centered. This was a great day at the Springs, and it caught the essence of what it was like, you know, when you put your feet in the water. And
The Springs in Florida?
Yeah.
During the college days?
There were lots of things happened during the college days. Yes, during the college days, that would have definitely been some trips to the Springs. I need to go back, actually. Yeah, so it was just an idea of capturing that moment. Yeah, that moment of, you know, dipping your toes in the water, that first kind of like rush, you know, where the springs are cold and cool. What it felt like.
So Marisa, tell me about this yet to be named painting.
This is a yet to be named painting. This is a painting in progress. This is how they usually start, with like an underpainting, and then you would build up over top of it. I wanted to, with this, just capture feeling, which is my main thing, which I'm always kind of striving for, is just a feeling. And I was really attracted to this image. I do a lot of photo shoots with different people and stuff, and this just happened to be one of the images that I was just going to throw away, and it seemed to be this wonderful captured moment. And I loved it. And it happened to have one of the fake flowers there on the side of it here in the studio, and I love the idea of flowers surrounding this person who's standing here. So haven't figured out everything yet, but I'm working on it, and we'll see where it goes.
It's beautiful. So Marisa, you have quite the inventory of work here. What's in the future for you?
Well, right now I'm working toward Cork Open Studios, and which happens in November, the first, or I believe it's the weekend right before Thanksgiving, Saturday right before Thanksgiving. We open up everything here for everybody to come in. It's the biggest event here in North Florida for artists, and people being able to come in and see the artist's work. Aside from that, I'm working on a show that's going to be coming up at the public library, which will be benefiting Hubbard House. It's about human trafficking and sexual abuse. So I'm very happy I was asked to be included in that. And I'm very happy to be working with that group of people on that show. So aside from those two things that I'm working on building my studio practice and moving on. So.
And now you do a little satellite work with the Cultural Center in Ponte Vedra Beach?
I do. I'm currently teaching at the Cultural Center in Ponte Vedra. I teach several different things. I teach oil, acrylic, origami, mixed media drawing, figure drawing, and drawing. So I teach a couple of different things down there. And then I have a studio annex, which is my little studio down in Ponte Vedra, where I also offer private classes and some workshops. So that's my goal right now, is building and developing that.
So what's that off the wall, out of the box idea you haven't shared with anybody? Where are we going to see you?
Well, actually been working on some video work. I've been doing a lot of work with, I'm trying to do a lot of work with evaporation drawings. Drawings in water on pieces of slate and watching them evaporate, filming the evaporation of what you put on and going away. So I'm working with time and showing that change of time. So no one has seen those yet. So that's what I'm working on currently.
Well, Marisa Yow, you are a fascinating person, and your work is very fascinating. And I want to thank you for being a very, very special part of my Dancing with the Stars endeavor, and also Andy's Golf and Travel Diary.
Thank you. I'm glad I could be a part of both.